It's a beautiful morning, Saturday in Temecula. I'm flying the Mavic Air 2S. We've got Scott in the air. We'll have a look at his airplane right now. He's got a bunch of flights on it. All right, let's take the drone out around the flyable space, see if we encounter any animal life. Probably not much construction today, considering it is a Saturday. Nice touch and go there.
You have the Viking series,
right? You just sat down, and then you gotta have the same. It's gonna lead the horse to water and everything. So they gotta drink water because that's it.
Well, no, they're basically at war at this point with the Vikings. Throughout this whole
they're more concerned with their water intake.
they have all their little tiny English kingdoms, and they're trying to get all this because King Alfred has the dream of we're going to be one united thing, one England, one people, not these individual pieces. Yeah. Yeah. So you have this main character. He's pretty good. He grows on you after like
Range 1,600 feet.
As a developed character. It went for 5 years.
Got some birds here.
I took her out, and it's really sweaty.
I have.
I've only ridden a horse a few times, and the mine was tired. You could tell we got there late, and they know when they eat every day, so I could get them to gallop a little bit, but I was kind of trying to get into him, and he was not one to really go. So her horse.
Let's get a closer look.
And
Switching into cinema mode.
There was a couple good riders, and they weren't staying with the group. They kept going ahead.
Range 1,800 feet. Descending.
She doesn't really guide the horse. The horses know the trail, and so all she thinks she's riding the horse, but she's just, I mean, that's all she's doing. She's just sitting there, and the horse just goes where he wants. Well, the horse is taking off, and then the guy was like, she's like, I can't slow him down, and he's like, pull back on the reins, and she kind of be like this, and he's like, no, he goes, you harder, and so then he had to clip the rope to that horse, and so he wouldn't take off. I was laughing the whole time. I was surprised I rode last year, and my inside of my thighs and my ass, they were sore like the new day.
The angle that we're sitting on a horse
Well, mine, I think. Because I think my stirrup should have been lower, but everybody rides and they're not going to adjust the south.
It was, okay.
Well, we're in Burbank. They got like 4 or 5 places to rent horses. And we went to this one, it was kind of off the beaten path a little bit. And we go on this trail, it's an hour ride. And they took us all the way up this fucking mountain, and you could see like whatever part of LA that is. That was a ride. That was worth it. It was like $50 a person. But before this other place we went to, they're like, well, if you're over 240 pounds, they charge you a higher rate. And I'm like, and I'm in the gym, And so I know.
I only weigh 239.
No, I know I weigh 238.
You can see the shadow of the Mavic Air 2S in the bottom
and
right.
They charged me like, I think I paid $100. It was like $50 more if you were over 240. And then this girl, she wanted bandanas. It was fucking $180 just. This deal paid $100 and we both rode. I was like, all right. But we went on an hour ride. We didn't go. It's the same basic trail. Like they have different options, but we did not go up that hill. And so they said they take everybody up there, but they said what happens is they want you, if you want the scenic tour, they want you to go on the 2-hour ride and pay more.
Just holding a slow orbit here.
And the first place was like
range 1,850 feet.
And then they sent us down the road to the other one.
Watching a couple ducks foraging, a couple mallards.
And we were like, well, the other place sent us down here, and she was like, she was like, they're not good people. They sent you down there because they knew we were close.
Yeah, the thing.
Yeah, there was the early version and then there was the later version.
It's alright, but I don't think I'd ever be able to.
I took my wife to see that.
I would never want to go through the practice to be able to get on a horse and just go full speed. Like my ass, I don't think my ass.
She woke up in the middle of the night one night, and she, the head that was crawling, the legs. She said she saw it on the
some people
wall.
still ranch like that, but all those old cowboys and stuff back in the day, all the hours they sat on
they
them.
did. That was all done with,
Their asses must be hard as shit.
what do you call those things?
You get used to it.
Puppets and shit like that.
Oh yeah, it was
No CG. No, they didn't have anything like that. Yeah, they had to make all that stuff. They did a really good job of that.
This stupid thing has eSIM card now. It's so you don't get that physical SIM card. I kind of knew that from some articles I read. Yeah. So then, I'm doing my setup. I don't think they wanted anybody to activate their phones before yesterday because my phone sat in San Bernardino for 5 days.
Because there's the original one.
Because it was like, well, phones just deliver my goddamn phone. So I get it, start to transfer, and then it's like 8 hours.
From Gunsmoke, James Arnett.
It says a
played
transfer.
the thing, 'cause he was like
So then I got thinking, I was like, well,
oh yeah,
a bunch of people probably got their phones at the same time. They probably got some sort of server, and the clouds. So I ended it, I started again, then it was like 45 minutes.
That was like his first real.
Then I was like, well, my phone doesn't, why is it not activated? So I went in there and I kind of
Beautiful
saw that.
shot this morning.
Add eSIM.
Looking at 4 mallards. Oh, these are going directly under the drone. Let's back off a little, pulling aft, adding some altitude.
Horses know. I bought this phone, it's supposed to be $30 a month. I was on Facebook, saw an advertisement for $12 a month, so I called. Said, hey, I already bought my phone, but like I want to be on that plan. They're like, well, you got to upgrade to the new plan. It's $6 more.
All right, we're just planning on doing a storage discharge flight today. So pretty soon, about 60 seconds here, we'll start the Mavic Air 2S back towards the home point.
Being over 250 pounds, that's just great on their part. I know, I thought that was, I was like, I've seen plenty of westerns where they got crap packed on top of horses that probably weigh more than 240 pounds.
And he was never really like a cowboy.
Greed on their part. Yeah. And then I used to ride places people wouldn't get to, like through the projects and down Skidrow and Venice Beach. They that one place is kind of funny. We talked to them, and the girl I was with, she goes, well, you guys used to have a ride at like 5. And they said, well, the problem is, I don't know if they got the horses kind of at the same time, or, but they said, as they went through it through a couple years, the horses got to where they were feeding them right after the last ride.
I think the other one.
And they said they would go out on a trail, and the horses just start turning around and going back to eat.
Switching into normal mode.
Then you'll find a lot of them are bird bound where they don't have to follow. Yeah. And the horse they stuck me on was like that. We went right around for a little bit. And he said, oh, okay. He bite down on the bit, so I couldn't steer him. So I'd spur him up and keep him at a trot. Yeah. And I'd hit him right straight for the chain link.
and finally get relaxed now and start listening. And the other thing is the other thing I was going to tell you. Horses are different. We had one that come off a ramp, and if the reins didn't move down about 6 inches and come up, he was turning her back. Yeah. Because the cowboys, they just throw the reins over the saddle horn and walk along. You knew when you picked him up, he's going to stop. Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. You're actually smoother at a gallop.
All right, let's start the Mavic Air 2S back towards the landing pad here in Hall Field. Temecula Valley Flyers Club.
I know if I pulled the reins back, I wasn't trying to stop them, but if I pulled them back just a little bit,
Full stick forward.
fucking please, like, kind of leave me the fuck alone. Like, I want to go.
We'll be going about 30 miles an hour here.
After a while, he's going to learn that that ain't the thing to do.
I don't know if I can get on a horse by myself. I'm pretty sure I got to use the platform. I've never jumped on a horse. I've always used that little platform.
Landing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's kind of cool. And I really don't want to.
That was fun, seeing some ducks this morning. Mostly mallards, a couple female ones too.
Then I'm also going